They say silence has a sound. I know it does. It's the hum of the office at 2 a.m., when everyone else has gone home, and I'm still there fixing the mistakes that someone else will get credit for. My name's Maya, I'm 34, and for 6 years, I ran my father's company, without the title, without the salary, without the recognition. Just my fingerprints on everything that worked. I started the day after graduation. My father, Richard, stood behind his massive mahogany desk, eyes full of pride and distance at the same time. You'll start in client services, he said. Work your way up, like everyone else. So I did. I worked weekends, holidays, birthdays. I learned every system, every process, every client quirk. By year 3, senior partners asked for me by name. My father remarried when I was 25, and with his new wife came Connor, the golden boy. He was 20, charming, all teeth and confidence, fresh off a hangover and armed with motivational quotes he didn't understand. 6 months after the wedding, Dad called me in. I want you to train him, he said. Train him. The word tasted like surrender. But I nodded, because family helps family, right? I showed him everything: onboarding, budgeting, client relations. He took notes, smiled, nodded. For a while, I believed he'd surprise us all. But then the pattern formed. Connor talked, I delivered. Connor smiled, I strategized. When our biggest client nearly walked out, I saved the deal with 3 sleepless nights, a new plan, and pure will. The client sent champagne to the office, to Maya, who saved us. That night, my father raised a glass and toasted to Connor's quick thinking. That I stared at my plate. Later, Mrs. Chin, our office manager, found me standing in the supply room, holding printer paper like it was the only thing keeping me upright. He knows, she said softly. Your father knows you saved them. He just can't admit it. Why? I asked. Because that would mean admitting he needs you more than he wants to. Years passed. Connor got promoted, Junior VP of Strategic Initiatives. Gold embossed cards, $120,000 salary, corner office. That I stayed senior consultant, $95,000, cubicle by the bathroom. You're doing essential work, Dad said. I've managed $4.5 million in accounts, I told him. Trained every new hire. Never missed a deadline. He smiled. Leadership isn't about skill, Maya. It's about presence. Charisma. Charisma, the word that kept me invisible. Then came the meeting. 23 employees, my father at the head of the table, Connor at his side. I thought it was a standard company update. It wasn't. I'm proud to announce, Dad said, that Connor Caldwell will be assuming the role of president, effective immediately. Applause filled the room. My chest went silent. After the meeting, Dad appeared at my cubicle. I want you to help Connor transition, he said. Transition into what? His new role. You know the systems best. My accounts? I whispered. The company's accounts, he corrected. Something inside me cracked. And me? You'll remain senior consultant. Then he said it, the sentence that burned into me. You're not leadership material, Maya. You never have been. I sat there, staring at the screen, feeling the years press down like weight. Every late night, every win, every invisible sacrifice. Mrs. Chin appeared again, set a cup of tea beside me. My daughter works at Kramer Industries, she said. They're looking for strategists. I could put in a word. I nodded, but said nothing. That night, I opened my laptop and looked at the spreadsheet I'd built over the years. Every contract, every client saved, every dollar earned. 18.7 million. My father never saw it. But the world would. The next morning, an email arrived. Subject line, confidential offer, Kramer Industries, they wanted me. Senior Strategy Director. Autonomy. Pay that matched my work. That I met Dana Kramer that week. Her office had windows, sunlight. She didn't flatter me, she saw me. You don't need a seat at someone else's table, she said. You build the tables. I signed the offer that night. That my father's reaction was chaos. You're leaving? Now? This is disloyal. After 9 years of loyalty? I said quietly. You gave me a cubicle and a paycheck that didn't match my value. I built your success. You'll regret this, he warned. That I smiled. I already regret staying this long. Connor tried to fix it, too late. Maybe we can reconsider your role, make you VP or something. I looked at him. You didn't ask for this, Connor, but you took it. That's the difference between us. Mrs. Chin hugged me on my way out. Slipped a check for $500 in my hand. Not charity, she said. An investment. Go be extraordinary. At Kramer, I had a door with my name on it. Lead strategist, Maya Caldwell. When I spoke, people listened. When I delivered, they celebrated. For the first time in my life, my ideas didn't need a translator. That I cried in my car after my first major win, not because I was sad, but because I was finally seen. 3 months later, the call started. Clients defecting from Caldwell, one by one. Riverside, Mitcham, Thornton. Each one said the same thing: we want you, not them. Connor panicked. My father raged. I blocked their numbers. Dana smiled. You didn't steal their clients, Maya. You just stopped hiding your worth. Caldwell threatened to sue. Kramer's legal team laughed. She never signed a non-compete, they said. If anything, they owe her back pay. I sent one final text to my father: I have documentation of 9 years of contributions. Don't. He didn't, Patricia called. Tears in her voice. Your father's blood pressure, please, talk to him. I'm sorry, I said. But his health isn't my responsibility anymore. Family doesn't use one child to build another. And for the first time, I meant it, the industry whispered, then shouted, Caldwell collapsing. Kramer rising, and me? I sat in my office, sunlight on my desk, coffee that didn't taste like burnt resignation, and thought, maybe the greatest revenge isn't payback. It's peace. That if you've ever been invisible, remember this: silence isn't weakness. It's the sound of someone building power quietly. Until the day they finally decide to use it.